Hi all, this is Priyadharshini working as an assistant professor in the Department of Artificial Intelligence and Data Science. Today we are going to continue with the topic CAP theorem. So what is CAP theorem? The CAP theorem, it is also called as Brewer's theorem, which is a fundamental theorem with the field of system design. So let us see the statement of the CAP theorem. The CAP theorem statement goes like this. The CAP theorem states that a distributed system or in a distributed environment, it can only provide two of the three properties simultaneously, that is consistency, availability and partition tolerance. So the CAP is called as CAP. So this theorem formalizes the trade-off between consistency and availability when there is a partition. So let us see in detail about what is CAP theorem. Have you ever seen an advertisement for a landscaper, a house painter or some other trade person that starts with the headline cheap, fast, good luck, pick two? So for this the CAP theorem applies a similar type of logic to the distributed system. So first let us see what is a distributed system. A distributed system is a network of system that stores data on more than one node. That is, it can be a physical node or it can be a virtual machine at the same time. Because all the cloud applications are distributed systems here, so it is essential to understand what is the CAP theorem while designing a cloud app, so that we can choose a data management system that delivers the characteristics the application in which the application needs the most. So the CAP theorem is also called the Brewer's theorem because it was first depicted by the Professor Eric A. Brewer during he gave a talk on distributed computing in 2000. So let us see what is the CAP theorem in detail. First let us see what is consistency. What is consistency? Consistency means that we'll see with the diagram. The consistency means that all the clients see the same data at the same time, no matter which node they connected to. For example, whenever data is written to one node, it must be instantly forwarded or replicated to all the other nodes in the system before the write is deemed successful. What is availability? So availability means that any client making a request for any data or the data gets a response even if one or more nodes are down. Another way to state what is availability is all the working nodes in the distributed system return a valid response for any request without any exception. The next one is the partition tolerance. So a partition means that it is a communication break with a distributed system. Lost or temporarily delayed connection between the two nodes can also be stated as the partition. The partition tolerance means that the cluster must continue to work despite any number of communication breakdowns between the nodes in the system. So let us see in detail what is consistency, availability and partition tolerance. So consistency. In a consistent system, all nodes see the data simultaneously. Remember that I told you that all the clients will see the same data. If we perform a read operation on a consistent system, it should return the value of the most recent write operation. The read should cause all nodes to return the same data. And also the users use the same data at the same time regardless of the node they are connected to. When data is written to a single node, it should be replicated across all the other systems in the system. Availability. When availability is present in a distributed system, it means that the system must be operational on all the time. That is 24/7 it has to support. Every request will get a response regardless of the individual state of the nodes. This means that if the system will operate even if there are multiple nodes down. That is, the system will operate even if your nodes are down, the system will continue to operate. Unlike a consistent system, there is no guarantee that the response will be the most recent write operation. Partition tolerance. Here, when a distributed system encounters a partition, remember partition is nothing but it is a break in communication between the two nodes. If a system is partition tolerant, the system does not fail regardless of whether messages are dropped in or delayed between nodes within the system. To have partition tolerance, we have to have the system must replicate all the records across any combination of nodes and networks. So this is about the general partition tolerance or availability or consistent system. So let us see in detail about the CAP theorem for NoSQL databases. Thank you.